Alright, good morning. It's day 2. Still no deer out yet. Did see 2 bull elk. One was a spike and the other one was actually like really big. Plan is we're gonna pack up camp and then we're gonna head up over through this saddle in the mountain here and get over into that other basin. Finally made our way over to our the other basin that I was planning on hunting. Unfortunately, it took a lot longer than expected because packing up my tent and my campsite, I discovered that my truck keys were no longer attached to my person. I believe in miracles, and God gave me one today because somehow, some way, I was able to find my keys that fell out of my pocket at some point while I was hiking. We're here now. This is not at all what it looked like on the map. I'll give you a little look here. It's extremely steep. Really, really steep. Now there's some good habitat here, but I'm just getting concerned about if I were to get one, how am I getting it out of here? It's opening day of mule deer season. Got up this morning, snuck out to my little glassing knob here, and nothing. There was 4 or 5 cows with a bull across the basin, but other than that, I'm not really seeing anything. So I'm gonna hang out here. It's pretty early yet. Sun's just starting to hit the hills, so we'll see if maybe as it warms up, maybe the deer will start coming out. But didn't see anything last night. Didn't see anything this morning. I'll probably hang out here tonight, glass it again. Kind of uneventful so far. I mean, I did get to see my first mountain goats, which are cool. Super cool. It's like been a dream of mine since I was a little kid, so that's worth it just coming in here for that. So, but we'll see. I'm going to keep glassing and maybe we'll find a deer soon.
Oh, it happened so fast I couldn't film it. I just had a big buck step out. He was at 345 yards. I snuck into 290. I freaking missed him 3 times. And he kept coming. He was like, had no clue what was going on. He just kept coming closer. I ended up putting right on him. And I shot and I hit him. And I just watched him go down. Oh my God. The opening day, baby. Opening day, buck down. Oh. Just where I wanted him. That couldn't have worked more perfect. Oh God, I don't know. Where is he? He's right there. I think that's him. Actually, where he was where I wanted to originally camp and glass from. Just with the altitude, getting up here was so hard. And oh my God. Sorry, I'm in shock right now. So I glassed from that first spot. I gave it an evening and a morning. And then I came all the way up here. It took me like 4 hours to hike up here. And I ended up setting up a camp here in this flat spot. And I saw nothing last night, just elk. And this morning, saw a bunch of elk, and there's a doe out there in that meadow way across. And I looked over, and right here where I was dreaming one would be, one stepped out. And I looked and I saw he was a nice buck. I think he's like a 4x4 or something, I can't really tell. And I ranged him and he was at 340, I think. And I was like, Nate, he's in range. And I was like, I can make a play right now. So I snuck up here about 100 yards and laid prone here. And I had him out there, he's feeding. I shot, missed. He had no clue what was going on. I shot again, missed. He came down the hill and I shot again. I guess I missed. And then finally he was facing right at me and I put it right on his shoulder and shot, and he jumped and kicked and he ran right down, and I saw branches kicking. I can see him laying dead. Oh God. Yes. This is what we drove 36 hours hiked my butts off, prepped all summer. Every week I was hiking to try to get myself in shape for this. I'm shaking so bad. Oh my God, the first mule deer buck I saw. And he's nice. I was showing Dan Collins my map that I wanted to hunt here, and he said, Nate, you're gonna kill a buck in there. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to get myself in order here. I gotta go text the guys. Dan and Chris are right over the ridge, so. What a surreal moment this is. I could not be more grateful. We got a muley down, boys. There he is. He's a 2x3. But I said when I came out here that I wanted a buck with a split or fork, whatever you call it, and he's got it. He is a cool deer. Excuse my shaking. I am fired up. Look at that split. That is so cool. That was what I wanted. I just wanted a deer with a split. I thought that was the coolest thing ever about mule deer, and he's got it. I am so happy. Second mule deer buck I've seen in my life. I saw one little forky on the drive out here. So I was right about there, and he was up above me, up there when I shot, and he rolled down through here, so I had to traverse across this avalanche slide, and I came up right here and saw him laying dead. Alright, here he is. My 2023 High Country Muley. What a cool deer. What a cool animal. Look at these ears. Ears are crazy. They're like twice the size of a whitetail. Man, am I so blessed. I am so blessed. Looks like I hit him high right here in the shoulder. Just a little backstory. I'm about 3 miles from the truck, about 2,000 feet up. Like I said before, the original plan was actually, from what I had mapped out, was to camp up here and glass over that way. But man, I trained for this, but there's nothing that can prepare you, being a Pennsylvania flatlander for this altitude. And hiking in here yesterday, oh gosh, or not yesterday, the day before, Sunday, I was so bad. I had to stop every 10 feet just because I couldn't catch my breath. And I ended up setting up in that other basin, setting up camp for the night, and glassed a little bit over there and didn't really see anything, just some elk. And finally yesterday around midday, I hiked the rest of the way up in here and set up camp in the saddle over here, and glassed yesterday evening. Didn't see anything at all for deer, but I did see really, really big bull elk and 2 mountain goats and a cow, another smaller bull and a cow. So that was cool. A lot of bugling going on. But this morning I set up, saw a bull with 4 cows, and I glassed a doe over there a little bit. And then I just happened to look over, and with my bare eyes I saw this deer. Quick glassed him, and he lifted his head up, and I saw he was a buck, and nice one. Nice for me at least. And I ranged him quick, and I was like, he's about 350 yards. I was like, I can make that work. And I was like, well, he was heading into the timber, so I was like, well, he might bed, so I'm just gonna have to wait him out until the evening. Well, he turned and came right out into this little cut up there, and I made about 100-yard loop onto a little high point, set up prone, and I won't lie to you, I missed him 3 times, and he kind of had no clue what was going on. He would just, take a couple steps each time I shot, and finally he came probably about 20 yards closer to me, and used a different aiming point on my scope, and I shot, and he really jolted and ran down, and then I saw some of these pines shaking up here, and I watched them roll through this little opening here, and that was the end of it. So I don't really know what my plan's gonna be from here. Getting them out of this little hole is gonna be quite the task, because I'm gonna have to, this is gonna be brutal, but it's supposed to be pretty cool today, so I'd like to get this meat hung. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get them to the truck today, but I'd at least like to get them, you know, pieced out and up top, and then start shuttling them down. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for giving your life for me. This is gonna be a lot of good eating. Alrighty, it's 2:22. Just got everything finished up. The head and the back straps in there, and up there in that tree I have hindquarters, whatever other scraps I could cut off, and front shoulders. The one front shoulder was completely obliterated because he was kind of frontal, and I hit him right in the shoulder. Where I have to go, it's kind of that little trail, elk trail going up that chute. My camp is somewhere up in there, so we're gonna head that way. Yeah, like I said, and grab whatever I can carry from camp, head down to the truck. It should be about 2.5 miles out, and then probably spend the night at the truck. I might run first thing in the morning and get ice, like get up right at daybreak and go find somewhere that I could get ice, put all the meat on ice and then that I have, and then come back in tomorrow morning and get the rest of it, so, and the rest of my camp. So yeah, this has been insane. Opening day and we're already tagged out, but I'm not complaining, because it takes a lot of pressure off. Driving 36 hours out here to come home empty-handed didn't sound good. So, and I'm so happy that I got to take the pressure off early on a nice buck. It's getting little snow flurries coming in, so I don't have to worry about leaving the meat behind. Should be nice and cold. So, all right, I'm gonna quit jabbing and get on hiking out of here. This isn't gonna be fun. So, I guess we'll update you when we get back to the truck. All right, well, it's the next day. I just came back in and he got the rest of the meat. As you can see, getting a bit of a whiteout going on right now. But my tent's right up here, so I'm just gonna grab that and the last little bit of gear I have there, and then have 3 miles back down the mountain to the truck. This has been unreal. This is by far the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. No questions asked. Crossing an avalanche, shooting a blizzard, packing meat, just being here. This is so awesome. So, I guess that concludes my portion of this mule deer video. So, thanks for following along on what I could manage to film. It's been real. Deuces. We're camping. We're down here at the base of the mountain by the truck. I kind of am going through my footage, just reminiscing, and realized I never filmed a little outro when I was up on the mountain, but never really put too much of a conclusion to the hunt. So I've been camping down here the last few days. Dan and Chris are still giving her hell up in the mountains. I got the rest of the meat out yesterday. This morning did a little fishing. Got a nice little chicken pesto pasta, a freeze-dried meal cooking here by the fire. We're relaxing. So this has been a tremendous experience, and now I have the true blessing of being able to be out here in the backcountry just relaxing, sitting by the fire out all by myself here in the mountains. Not a worry in the world, really. I don't even know what day it is today. I can't reiterate enough how much of a blessing this week has been to me. The Rockies have treated me so well. I am truly blessed to be able to be out here to begin with, let alone be able to take a nice buck, just revel in the beauty of these mountains. Got to see my first moose, mountain goats, pronghorn. What else can you ask for? So
I'm really happy that I'm here. So I'm going to live it up the next few days. I'll probably, I'm a little sore from packing out the rest of that meat, but within the next day or two, I'll probably get myself geared up and try to head out there with Dan and Chris and tag along with them. So hopefully by now, they've found a good buck that they're after, but who knows?